you got one
So
more.
my last question is, what advice would you give to someone looking to break into the entertainment industry?
I think it's probably harder than it ever was in some ways. It's because when I started out, my gallery of heroes, a lot of them were still alive and still doing stuff. And when I first went to New York, I met one of my heroes, an announcer by the name of Jackson Beck, and he was a famous radio announcer from the old days before there was television, and he was still working when I got to New York, and I got a commercial that he was the announcer on, and I got to talk to him, and I was doing all this stuff, and he said he thought I was pretty good, and I said, yeah, well, I mean, I grew up listening to you, when I was very small, and he just said, well, where you been? We've been saving a seat for you.
That's so great.
You would know his voice if you heard it. He was Bluto in the Popeye cartoons.
That's
right.
right.
Popeye.
Bluto.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That is
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so
And he was the voice. At Little Caesars, you can get a crazy 8 topping.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Actually, that part I didn't know.
He did commercials for years and years. There was nothing he couldn't do. And he was a hell of an actor. And to me, that was the most important part of doing any kind of voice performance is you got to know how to act. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, people will have no emotional investment in any two-dimensional character that's thrown up in front of them. Mm-hmm. You got to give it a third dimension, or you might as well stay home,
I hear you.
That's a great.
That's actually a really good bit of advice.
Billy,
but starting out, I don't know. It's like there was a trend for a while where they would only hire people that had 1 million followers. Didn't matter if they had any talent or not.
Yep.
Yeah, which is strange.